Hola Capricorns, welcome to your love reading for January 2022. Yes, the 2022. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email or a DM and we can certainly set that up. Otherwise, let's get to your reading. Holy Spirit, Angels, Divine Guides, Universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, and your insight for Capricorns for the month of January 2022? What do you see? What do they need to know to reach your higher ground, become closer to the universe and closer to divine through your messages? Any messages would be greatly appreciated, and we thank you for Capricorns for January 2022. What do you see? What do they need to know? What are the energies that Capricorn passed out of prior to January 2022? Love energies you passed out of is the Four of Coins. Is it the Four? Make sure I get my Roman numerals right. Yes, Four of Coins in reversed. These cards have such an earthy tone to them. I love them. Alrighty, also make sure you click on the Vimeo link below where I will have what your love interest is thinking or feeling, and in that spread I'll have something you do not know about them, in addition to if they're interested in someone else or seeing somebody else. We have the Knight of Wands in the upright for January. Also, check out my 2022 Sun Moon predictions that are in my playlist. 2021s are still in there if you want to see if they rang true for you. Okay, and passing out of January. Oh, this Devil card, man. Evil. Reminds you of Pinhead or something. Okay, passing out of January, love energies passing out of January into February. You have the Devil card in the upright, which is your card, the card of Capricorn. So, interesting. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, like, share, subscribe, donate. I always feel like that legal disclaimer at the end of everything. So, we start off with, and it's interesting because I was literally talking to a friend today, and the phrase, hold on tightly, let go lightly. I feel as though prior to January, you were trying to let go of somebody, but you can't. So you're holding on very tightly. You don't want to lose this person. You've invested a lot in them. And what you kind of need to do is you need to kind of flesh out that fear. What are you really afraid of? Why don't you want to let them go? Why are you holding on to them? Is it really because of, you truly think it's going to benefit you? You truly thought it was going to benefit you spiritually? Or was it for shallow reasons? Was it for selfish reasons, things like that? So I feel as though, you were kind of exploring that prior to January. Or I hope you were kind of exploring that. If you weren't, you were just holding on tightly to them and you didn't want to let go for whatever reason. Now, I see you in January wanting to rush in and kind of make something happen with this person. So not only can't you let go, but then I see you being the Knight of Wands, and you may actually do this action. You may just be entertaining doing this action. I feel like you want to rush in. You kind of want to take them by their hand. You want to declare something to them. You want to kind of take a chance. You're going to throw all your fear out the window and you're going to say, you know what, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to express my passion to them. I'm going to, see if they want to hook up. I'm going to flirt with them. Just whisk them away on some adventure. And I feel deeply that's what you're trying to do, some kind of passionate adventure, thinking about approaching them or possibly approaching them. It's crazy because I don't know if you guys have seen like the video. I mean, if you're an animal lover, maybe, not very cool, but it's just like this raccoon that just jumps off of the hood of this truck. I mean, he totally sends it. He's like, I don't want to be here. And he just like jumps. That raccoon is my new spirit animal because he just doesn't, and I don't know if he reached his demise or not. I like to think he went on to, have baby raccoons, or his wife had baby raccoons, but just this, desperation of him, or the act of him sliding down this hood and then being like, screw it, I'm just going to jump and see what happens. I mean, it really is interesting to me. So, so that's what I feel is what's going on here. You're being that raccoon. You're just like, okay, I'm going to jump in, I'm going to send it. We're going to see what happens. We're going to see how it kind of fleshes out, come what may. Okay. Now, I get concerned because with the Devil card here, I feel after January, it might not have turned out quite the way you wanted to. I often say that, when we hold on to outcomes, we hold on to expectations is when we set ourselves up for disappointment. If you're willing to accept an outcome of something truthfully and you're being truthful to yourself, then probably things will work out okay. But I feel like you had expectations, you had outcomes in mind. It didn't quite turn out the way you did. So now this person is becoming an obsession to you. Okay. You feel like you are tied to this person. You feel like you cannot move on. You might be addicted to this person. You might be feeling obsessed with, everything about them. It might be a codependent situation. It's just, it's coming from a very shallow place. It's not coming from a spiritual place. I mean, if you guys are kind of holding on to somebody like this, the best thing you can do is, like I said, hold on tightly, let go lightly, okay? If you can't do it all at once, like in one action, then release them little by little, like tendrils of a rope, I tell people, until you finally let go of that last thread of that balloon. And when you do so, you send them love, you send them light, and you have trust that they need to have the experiences that they need to have. And if they come back to you, then of course it was meant to be. So I'm not going to lie, I see you guys being a little bit like, wanting this and thinking if you apply yourself, you can kind of make it happen. So let's see what's going on with the clarifiers. Why are these cards here for? I don't know why I'm being so awkward with shuffling. Why are these cards before me for Capricorns for love for January 2022? Who are these people? What are these energies? Any messages starting with the Four of Coins? Four of Coins in reverse. Who's this person? Yeah, you wanted this person to return back to you, or you wanted to return back to them, but they ended up moving on. And I feel when they moved on, it was very final. They just kind of said, we have to go our separate ways. I really feel it's best for the both of us. Don't get me wrong, I have regrets. It was a wonderful thing. I have a lot of good memories, but there was really no other option for them. And while they are upset, because you should take comfort in that, they're kind of looking to where they're going and knowing that that's the right choice for them. And typically we should be supportive of that, but it's really hard to kind of do that in certain states of mind. The Nine of Cups in the upright, indicates to me that you are assigning a lot of happiness to this person, or you were assigning a lot of happiness to this person. To you, I feel like everything was fine. You were happy, you were content, you were emotionally fulfilled. They were like your wish come true, You guys had plans and you wanted to realize them together. So I feel like you were having a really hard time letting go of all that. And who wouldn't, right? I mean, who doesn't want love? So, there's nothing wrong with that. Why is the Knight of Wands here? Why is the Knight of Wands here for January 2022 for Capricorns? Who's this person? What's this energy? Judgment card. Okay, so you're really, really, you're really target fixated on reconciliation. The Judgment card in the upright is you're kind of saying, I think we can reconcile. I think that everything was good about us. I feel as though, I need to do this, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make this choice, and I'm not going to look back. Like I said, you're going to send it. You're just going to rush in. You're going to kind of do it. You're not going to have any regrets, and you're just going to make it happen. And you see you very impulsive, very determined, but very impulsive. Emperor card in reverse, I don't like that because not that it's a card of Aries, it is the card of Aries, but also it's a really controlling energy. It's a really domineering energy. It's somebody who wants all the control and wants things to go a certain way, and it must go that way. If the Emperor doesn't have his way and the way that it's supposed to go, then he gets aggressive, and he usually uses his authority or any power he has to exert over somebody else to kind of get them to bend. So I'm not going to lie, I feel like that's you guys. I feel like you think if you apply enough pressure, this situation is going to kind of happen. But I see with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, this opportunity does not end up happening. And the reason why, and I'm going to go back to this over and over again, is because you are not kind of talking with yourself, figuring out where the source is coming from. If you're doing anything based on ego, if you're doing it on greed, if you're doing it, to be possessive or anything like that, or you're doing it to be manipulative, it's probably not going to be a good outcome. Okay, so with the Ace of Pentacles, the opportunity to rebuild with this person doesn't end up happening. And you really need to evaluate why you even wanted to do it to kind of begin with, right? It's funny because if you take a step back and you step outside of the box, you look at something, sometimes things morph into you want it just because you don't want to not have it. It's almost like there's a disconnect that happens where it just becomes objectified as a goal or as a part of our identity or what have you. And then the love, the emotions, like all the stuff, and wishing somebody well and things like that just kind of goes out the window, and ego really kind of drives us. And I think that's what we're kind of getting here. But you tell me in the comments. Why is the devil card here in the upright? Who's this person? What's this energy? Additional messages. Okay, this is where you're getting a little bit very fixated, target fixated on this person, very chained to them. You don't expect anything to go differently. You came to do a job and you expect it to go that way. Hangman in reverse is holding on to a fantasy of what this kind of is, and I think that's what is kind of tripping you up, and kind of has you saying, I'm not willing to compromise on this. This is how it should be. This is how I think it should be. And how it should be is the outcome or the ideology that you have in your head, or the fantasy you have in your head that you're gripping onto. You're not kind of having any entertaining any notions outside of that. Eight of Wands in the upright is communication. So you might be either, as you move forward out of January, you might be trying to contact this person, sending them, messages or texts, or calling them, or, getting on social media and commenting. And it's one way. You're the person that's doing everything, trying to make them see things your way, trying to have communication. And I feel as though they're being lackluster in their responses, neutral in their responses, just in regards to that. And then the Page of Pentacles in reverse, again, I'm getting your energy where you feel like you deserve this, you feel like you deserve them, and I just feel as though you really need to reevaluate where that's coming from. And it's really easy to kind of get sucked into, and I'm a Capricorn, so I can say this, we get so, we're the goats, we climb mountains, we set our sights on something, and we're tenacious, and we're going to get what we want no matter what. So sometimes it shifts where we're not really thinking about the other person's best interest, we're just thinking about our goals and how it's going to make us look if we fail. So take a step back, make sure that that's not happening. You might need to insert some objectivity. You might need to pull a friend in here and be like, hey, am I kind of being like this? Do you think this is unhealthy? Just so you kind of get some perspective is what I'm getting. So that's what I have for you all. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email or a DM. Otherwise, make sure you click on the link below for what your love interest is thinking or feeling. And in that spread, I'll also have something you do not know about them, in addition to if they are interested in or seeing somebody else. In my playlist, my 2022 sun moon predictions are up. I think I only have like 2 more I have to do that weren't requested, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and do them anyways. 2021s are still up too, so see if they rang true for you for last year. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Like, share, subscribe, or donate. Otherwise, I will see you in the Vimeo. Adios, Capricorns. Bye.